All right, I'm back. Jason's
Oh,
back. I think we got this now.
yeah, so we're good now.
We lost
We're
everybody.
back
Maybe
on
they'll
it.
come back, hopefully.
No, probably not. Shoot, the two people that were watching probably said, "Screw that. I'd rather watch TV."
No, somebody came back. I see somebody here. Now they can actually chat because I'm an idiot and set the thing up wrong. But
Yeah.
so yeah, it's funny. I started out 2025. I was big into player runs, right? I was doing shit. I think I had 7, 8, 9 of them going, and right around June, I think it was. I'm like, most of my stuff I didn't look at. I think you talked about that earlier. It's in a box. I'm like, what am I doing? And then I started looking at some higher end stuff that I wanted, and you can only use so many PayPal pay in fours without
Yeah.
a significant other getting raising the eyebrows a little bit.
Yeah, it's like $12 coming out every day. PayPal. Next day, PayPal. And it's only $12, but $12 every day adds up over time.
Exactly. So
Oh god.
let's see. Are there any runs I'm keeping and why? Um, so far I'm keeping two. One of them's Joe Namath because I'm a Joe Namath guy. The other one is YA Tittle because my dad was a YA Tittle fan. So those are the two I'm keeping. It's all for personal reasons, not investment or anything like that. Just those are the vintage guys that I like. So again, some personal attachment there. So that's why I'm keeping those two. Orlando's here. What's up, Orlando? Thanks for hopping in. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Hope everybody did. I was telling Jason earlier, my workout this morning was god awful bad. But hey, I tried. I tried.
Exactly.
Tried to get through it.
Exactly. Exactly. You showed up.
I showed
I
up.
mean, that's all you can ask for sometimes.
There weren't enough BCAAs in the world for me to get over the hump today, man. Not enough.
I took I took pre-workout and it was like I was drinking water. It did pretty much nothing. I was lethargic even on pre-workout. So it's like
It's all the
I'm just
tryptophan in the turkey. So
yeah, well, and just I mean, lack of sleep and just, holidays it is like your routine is thrown off. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but like I said, we showed up, we tried.
oh, you were at the Tampa show on Friday. That's not too far from me. Actually, it's about an hour and a half door to door, but I've never been to it. So apparently it's far enough away for me not to go. Um, but I hear that one's pretty good every month.
Yeah.
So we were talking about 2025. I think the word I like to use is we pivoted at some point. I
Um,
think of the scene in Friends, the pivot scene with the couch, but um, I
I
pivoted
would
pretty hard in June. Like
yeah.
drew a line in the sand, and I thought about it for a little bit, and then cold turkey just started getting stuff together and started selling. And that hasn't been as
Yeah.
bad as I thought.
Nah.
I you were talking. I remember you did a show like back in August, something like that, September.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I did.
And that was a
But
big chunk of your sales, right?
no, actually, it really wasn't. I think at that show I made maybe $2,000, but honestly, it wasn't a vintage show. And it wasn't really big. So, um, I mean, a lot of it was modern 90s, like the Jordan, like the Kobe type stuff. And yeah, so almost everything has either been through actually Instagram or eBay. And And we could do a whole podcast about eBay. eBay alone.
Yeah.
Like, I will tell you, eBay is very entertaining. As a seller, I'm still with the collector mind frame, so I always ship next day. I try, I try to give excellent service. I don't ask crazy prices. I ask either at comps or even a little bit under. And some of the offers I get are like, dude, like,
What- What's up,
did
sports
you,
guru?
you
Yeah, go
know,
ahead. Sorry.
it's like somebody, like accidentally sent that. Like, bro, that's like 40% of comps. Like,
So yeah, you kind of respond back like, "Did you mean to do that?"
you know what? Sometimes I get irritated. I'm like, bro, really? And then I'm like, let it go, Jason. Just don't even respond. But I've I've had a couple of times where they catch me and I just respond with the like, are you serious? Or something like, come on, man.
Yeah,
So,
I had one of those recently where it's just it, I've never blocked anybody in my life. On Twitter, I have, but I came very close to blocking a an eBay user because the offers are so outlandish, and I don't. Maybe I should make my minimum offer higher, but I don't, just because I want to engage in. If they're serious, they'll
negotiation.
come at me with a
Yeah.
reasonable first offer. But man,
Yeah, I
it
agree.
was the same user like back to back to back to back, and I'm like,
Yeah, I've had some of
bro,
those.
yeah,
Yeah. But you choose it too. What are they saying? There are no.
no vintage in the wild in the UK, so 99% of my purchases are on eBay. But if I want soccer and cricket, they're everywhere.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that.
So how
UK.
does eBay work? Is there an eBay.uk that they use?
N- No,
No.
you actually ship it to this place because I've had several people, I believe, out of the UK and other places where you'll ship it someplace, and then out of there, it actually ships overseas. So I'm not exactly sure what the whole uh like the process is, but
So it
yeah,
sounds like it ships to a hub and they have like
yeah,
maybe once or
yeah,
twice a week
something
they
like
send a
that.
plane over.
Yeah, yeah. I Hey, also something else. Check this out. So, like, everybody speaks about rarity, rare, right? And as a seller, you learn there is levels of rare. Sometimes it can be so rare, it's hard to actually sell it because
Yep.
97% of the world has no idea it exists and don't really care. So I learned you have rarity and iconic. And sometimes iconic is not rare at all. I mean, like the Jordan rookie, not rare at all, but it's
Nope.
iconic and it'll
Yep.
always hold a value. So even if you're looking at it as a actual I'm uh like a uh trying to build up like a PC or just whatever. Rarity is important, but like I said, there is levels of it. So
Yeah, there's rare, but you want it to be somewhat desirable, right?
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
I've got a rare
So
card on eBay for sale. It's been out there for a month and it's rare. It's priced fairly and it just sits there. And it's of
exactly,
an iconic player too. So
exactly. But
rare doesn't
if
always mean you can easily sell it if you need to.
Exactly.
Then there's the rare desirable stuff that just it moves so fast. And we were
Oh yeah.
talking earlier, we're seeing it right now, at least from what I'm seeing, are the Grange and Thorpe Sport Kings are there's one on eBay right now. It's in a 3. It's already at 4 grand with 4 days left. Like, holy crap. That's some
Yeah.
serious helium.
Oh yeah. It'll be expensive. Excuse me. Excuse me.
So yeah,
But
the Sport Kings are, you recently picked up a nice red Grange, and you were smart to do so because you know a lot of things could become less valuable, cheaper to obtain in the future. I'm not so sure those do. There's
yeah,
just so few of them out there. Populations
yeah,
in the 300 or low 300s for those. And
yeah. I
I
agree.
believe the same to be true of the Chickles. I really do. There's not a lot of those available either. And
Oh yeah,
that's one
I
thing we'll
agree.
touch on later. It's an idea I have for 2026, but we'll gradually get to that.
Yeah.
Um, so you
Spo-
pivoted when did you pivot? When was that? Was that in the summer too? When you just kind of
no, no. Honestly, I started very early, and it's because honestly, like you said, I do all sports, and if you're trying to do, uh, I mean, shoot, the Jackie Robinsons, like the Satchel Pages and everything, they are going up all the time. Ruth, I am
yeah.
very upset that I really never tried to get a Ruth, and I'm at a point where now entry point is going to be about 6 to probably 8,000. That's a lot of money. I had years of where I could have tried, probably spend maybe 2 or 3,000 and get a really clean one. So I came into 2025 saying, okay, Ruth is out there. Who else is there that I really want, who is iconic and just somebody who is going, I mean, shoot, going up all the time. So Cobb, um, I mean, shoot, uh, I'm like the Jackie Robinsons, all that stuff. So I started early 2025. Um, I did uh uh like the Jackie Robinson. I did Cobb's. I did probably baseball from January to about March. And I was also selling, but just, if I am going to be throwing numbers out there, I spent about $30,000. I sold a good portion of that too, but just if you're trying to get the iconic stuff, you're spending $2,000, 3,000, $1,000 like on almost everything. I mean, even Hank Aaron rookies are now pretty much 2,000.
Yeah, they're two
So
grand. Yeah.
yeah, so from January until like March, I was locked in, and I was really trying to do like the baseball stuff. After that, I try to get some of uh like the basketball stuff. So like I got a Wilt Chamberlain centered rookie. That's expensive. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If it's centered, it's at a
The
premium.
premium.
So
Yep.
I got a what is it? PSA 3 centered. And so that was probably 3,000 something. So like everything that I was getting was expensive. So I started early because like I said, Ruth, I want a Ruth really bad,
Yeah.
but
See,
it's expensive. So I wanted to try to catch everything else before, I mean, it was way up there. So I started early, me personally, you know?
Yeah, I mean, smart on you for sure. And like you, I want a Ruth. But my favorite, I'm not a Yankee fan, but I am a fan of Yankee history, Yankee lore. Um, I'm not, I mean, it's indisputable they're the greatest Major League Baseball franchise
Oh
ever.
yeah.
But my favorite Yankee was Lou Gehrig. And I think I said this when I revealed my DeLong Gehrig that I bought, that it's amazing that somebody like him doesn't get talked about that much, you know? And he was
Oh
like a
yeah. I
bridge
agree.
player between Ruth and DiMaggio, overshadowed
Yeah.
by Ruth and then overshadowed by DiMaggio. And he was kind of a quiet, private guy. That's how he wanted to be.
Hmm.
But man, that to me, snagging that DeLong Gehrig was when that opportunity came up, I jumped at it because another very low pop card. I think it's 200 and something in PSA. Um, and it's gorgeous. And
Oh yeah, I agree.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of, I've been using the word a lot tonight, but there's a lot of helium with pre war baseball. But definitely some players are getting a lot more than others. And I think Gehrig's kind of, believe it or not, kind of under the radar, at least in my opinion. Um, and that's why I
Yeah.
targeted that. That being said, there are a couple roofs that I want someday. Probably not going to be 2026 because I have my eyes on other stuff. But if an opportunity presents itself, you got to be willing to pounce on it. With
Yep.
when you're talking about rare cards that you don't see very often that you want,
Hmm.
I mean, you just got to jump on it if you're able to, if you can afford it, do it.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree.
maybe not even if it has a best offer, if it's priced reasonably, it's affordable to you. Me, I'm like with the Jim Thorpe, if it's a nice one and it's priced right, I'm not gonna dick around with an offer. I'm
Yeah.
taking, you know.
Oh
And
yeah,
that
I
goes
agree.
with anything like that. Do you feel like your
Yeah.
collections are at their most successful personally at this moment?
Yeah,
That's
I
a
do.
cool
I do.
question, right?
Honestly. Yeah, I think so. I think overall, in my opinion, I have almost every grail, or like every card as a little kid that I wanted, other than Ruth, which will be 2026.
I
It'll
love
probably
it.
be, it's gonna be an expensive purchase, and it'll probably be one of those, I'm gonna buy it and I can't buy nothing else for 9 months type stuff. But hey, I feel really good about everything that I have. So I'm at a place where I don't have to keep, trying to buy stuff. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
yeah. Um,
So you're
uh,
in
uh,
you're in
yeah.
one of those modes where you're comfortable where you're at right now. There's
Oh,
just a
yeah.
couple that are lingering out there, but you'll get them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
Exactly.
quite there. Football wise, I am. There are, I'd say, two football cards that I don't have that I want. Realistically, I'm not going to mention the Bronco Nagurski. I don't feel
Oh,
that's
no.
realistic. Um,
Yeah.
and at that price point, I don't know. I think we've talked about this before, either privately or on another stream. That at that price point, I don't know if I love it
Yeah.
at
I
the
don't.
price point it's currently at, because the price in that card's exploded in the last year and a half. It's gone crazy.
Yeah.
So for
Yeah. It's
football,
expensive.
I'm two cards short of feeling my collection for football successful. Baseball, that's a whole different story. Getting
That's
that
an
Gehrig was
expensive
huge
part.
for me. That was a huge card for me. But there are a handful I still want, and it's going to take some time.
Hmm.
And I'm cool with that. You know, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Um, Roll card
Orlando
is
is
the
going.
Nagurski.
Yeah, I know you've been talking about that, Orlando. That you're in sell mode, and that is your big
Yeah,
target next. I hope you get it because that'll be going to a good home for sure.
yeah. But I mean, where are they right now? 20K?
Yeah, they're
Um,
pushing 20K just for a.
God. See, but then I gotta tell you something. And I get it that Bronco is iconic and everything, but I think Grange, if you look at it, then I think, I mean, that there's a huge, I mean, kind of gap, and there's a lot of room to grow on Grange, on Jim Thorpe, and on other players.
Yeah, I
Bronco
agree
is
with that.
iconic, but so was Grange, so was Thorpe, so was, I mean, shoot, Dutch Clark. I mean, all these guys, you know
Yeah,
what I
the
mean?
Nagurski, there's an allure there because it's very low population. It's the Chickle high number,
Okay.
and iconic player.
Yeah. Where's it at though
However,
on like the pop?
God, it's 100 and PSA is like 150-ish. I'll be doing my Chickle video soon, so we're gonna break all that down.
And
But
then,
this isn't a knock on the Nagurski card because it's been anointed as the most valuable vintage football card, right? It is what it is.
oh
Whether
yeah,
you
yeah,
agree
yeah,
with it or
yeah.
not,
I agree.
that's what it is. I don't agree that it should be that much higher than some of the players you just mentioned. Maybe
Yeah.
it's worth 18 grand. Well, if that's really true, then Grange, Thorpe, Clark, uh, Hinkle, all those guys need to come up, right?
Well, well, you probably shouldn't say that until you get your Thorpe. Otherwise, people are gonna hit
Let
eBay
me
and start
let me
asking
start the
eight, ten
stream over
thousand.
and
See, that's the problem with social media sometimes, is you start throwing things out there and all of a sudden you see price price changes on eBay. And
I
everything
don't think
you
I have that
want.
much influence.
No, but just, I mean, honestly, if it's even half the price of Bronco, because at the present time, Red Grange is probably between 1800 to probably like 4,000. You know what I mean? Like that area.
A nice, like you picked up a nice one, right?
Yes, yes,
For under
clean.
two.
Yes,
I think you got
exactly.
a hell of a deal on it, honestly. I think
Yes.
the eye
But
appeal is off the charts on that.
oh yeah, but like I said, even if it was half, because on a Bronco one, what is that, like 14, 16?
Yeah.
So even at half, and he was an iconic player. He saved like the NFL back then. You know what I mean? So he's got I mean, resume. I mean, there's a huge kind of gap there. So yeah, I think long term, I think also sports in general, not to put a knock on to like the baseball, but nowadays it isn't as popular of a sport as it used to be. Now it's football. So
Yeah.
if it slowly changes,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
everybody's into it,
The
it'll,
argument
I mean,
is you
carry
don't
over.
need, yeah, the argument is you don't need much of a population bump in vintage football to make the value skyrocket because there isn't
Exactly.
much of it out there. Um,
Very true.
that may or may not happen. Who knows? I love the vintage football space because it's less crowded. There's less competition for things. I'm just
Yeah.
1 second. I got to check and see if I'm still winning this. Oh, it logged me out.
auction.
You know, it's one thing about these. Sorry, everybody. I'm trying to
Just
win
trying to
something while we
shop,
do this.
shopping,
Oh yeah, it's yeah, I'm still winning it.
winning
Cool.
still.
I'm still ahead. All right. Um but yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, there wouldn't be need to be much of a an increase in popularity in vintage football to make the values spike. I
Yeah,
personally I'm not in it to watch the values spike. That's what my 401k is for. I'm in it for the fun of it.
yeah,
But it's a hell of a lot more
yeah,
fun buying a card cheaper than it is buying it a year later and it's twice as much, you know?
yep.
And
I
when it
agree.
comes to those the Sport Kings and the Chickles, shit, I'll even say 48 Leaf and 50, 51, 52 Bowman. All of it
Yeah,
is and they're beautiful cards. Every single one of those sets I just mentioned, gorgeous, you know, and
yeah, I agree.
not a lot out there. But I've beat that drum for quite a while. Pre-war dreams. Thanks for showing up. Big dilemmas to buy an autogram, a Johnny Unitas, a Luckman, a Ba, a Star, and Namath rookies, or buy the Newt Rockney, then save and sell part of my collection for Ty Cobb or Nagurski. Holy cow!
Yeah, shoot, those are some pretty big cards. Um,
For me, a lot of the cards you mentioned are not hard to get.
yeah,
That's kind of the autogram is surprisingly tricky. I think there's a pop of about just a little over 1,000 on PSA for the autogram. The Unitas, kind of easy. I mean, I don't know. We always talk about get your big ones out of the way. Think of
yeah,
it like having a glass
hmm,
and putting the big rocks in the glass first and then putting the pebbles in after, right? I've seen that video.
yeah,
Like some college professor did that as an analogy for how to solve problems. You know, knock the big stuff out first. And that's how I always
yeah,
visualize it. Get the big problematic ones out of the way. The easy stuff you can always find that. What do you
yeah.
think?
Um, I would say this, if you're going for a Nagurski, you have to ask yourself how much is going to be in your collection. Because if you're spending almost 20,000 on one card, your collection is not, I mean, again, I'm not sure what your job situation is, but 20,000 on one card, that's a chunk right there. So
Yeah.
I wanted a smaller collection, but me personally spending 20,000 on one card, I wouldn't even have 266 cards. I would have them probably 70 or like even less. So, um,
And that
you
might be the
know,
end game. You know,
yeah,
if the end game is to have a collection that small or your
yeah,
affordability is through the roof where that's not a
yeah.
big deal, then that's cool too.
But
Um,
also you have to ask yourself also because if I am being 100% honest, I think all of us are influenced by social media and just what we see all the time. So like uh like the Topps mantle. Everybody loves that card and it's the grail and but you know what? I personally really don't like it as much as I love like his true rookies. So sometimes you have to ask yourself, am I actually chasing it? I mean, because it's what everybody wants, or is it what I want? You know what I mean? And so I think Bronco is one of those cards that it's almost a status symbol. If you have one, That's a pretty big accomplishment. But why do you have it too? Is it so that other people are like, hey, uh, 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 you know what I'm saying though? Like it's, I mean, just me personally, if it was around $2, $3,000, I'd probably buy one. Anything
Okay.
above 6 or 7, I like it, but I don't like it that much. You know what I mean? So, you know, if you're trying to choose Autogram or Nagurski or just like the Ty Cobbs or whatever, I would try to go after what you truly love, and then I would also try to get I mean like you said, Jeremy, larger cards. Knock those out. You know what I mean?
The larger, rarer cards that's kind of where I'm at. Knock out the
Yeah,
Thorpe, the Grange, the Chickles,
yeah,
the Nomalini from 48 Leaf. That
yeah,
card is tough. That is a tough ass card. Much more tough than the Bednarik. Cards like that. And the Autogram's a tough card, and it's considering what he did for the league, it's pretty affordable too. Oh, we got a
yeah.
bunch
I
of
agree.
questions rolled in. Oh, we got a grading question.
You gotta
Okay.
become less of a thing. Did you want to take this one or me?
I there are several channels out there that cover this shit more than I want to.
Yeah,
Do I think it becomes less of a thing? I think the number, the grade, the assigned grade becomes less of a thing. And I think we're seeing that already. I think for vintage, that is. For modern, the number is always going to matter, I think. For vintage, I don't think the assigned grade is going to matter as much. I think the eye appeal, especially on rarer cards, is what's going to matter. Um, I own several cards that are in low grades that look a lot better than similar copies in higher grades, and paying the discount is nice. That's where I'm at with it.
yeah. Well, I'll say this. I think as a hobby, we are already changing in terms of eye appeal. Like you said, lower grades that really look nice, centered, whatever. But also, I've said this many times, many times. If you are buying the right stuff at any grade, it's going to hold value. So just
That's a
having it
great
slabbed,
point.
you're good. And
Yep.
then also, if it is a really nice one, you can't really try to go off of recent comps. I've seen ones
You
that
can't.
look terrible, and then I've seen ones that I'm just like, how did that even get a one? Those
Yeah.
are the ones you tried to buy, and it's
Yeah. My
because
red range is a one and it looks like a three, maybe a four.
exactly. So just yeah, I don't see grading leaving. I see it evolving and just like I said, it's already changing. I mean, shoot, I've seen lower grades go for big money simply off of eye appeal
Yep.
and just yeah. So
Well, let's face it, as everybody's heard, grading's gotten tougher too, right? So
oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
threes today may have been fives, 2 years ago. So there are a lot better looking lower grade copies floating around in recent slabs than there ever have been. So I
Yeah,
guess
I
it's a good
agree.
thing. There's more low grades to go after that look good
Yeah,
in
I agree.
theory. Here's a interesting take, and I don't disagree with it 100%. Collector's World Fargo. I would stick with 1948 and up. There just isn't enough to collect pre-war?
I would say
Um,
this. I would say this. Instead of having that mindset, I would have only a handful of pre-war you really want, like you really want. So, like if it is Grange or whoever else, have a handful. If you're trying, um, if you're trying to get all of them, yeah, you're probably looking at a very expensive journey, and
yeah,
it is going to take a long time. So just have a short list of some of the players you really want, and you have to be aggressive, like aggressive. You don't look at comps. If like the last one sold at 1700, you might have to spend 22 or 2300. But if you really want it, you have to be you have to be aggressive
yeah.
sometimes.
You got to pounce. Um, there isn't a lot of pre-war. That's correct, but the Grange and the Thorpe are. You have to have at least one of those, in my opinion. I mean, collect how you want, obviously, but to me personally, I've got to have one. And then this is all personal preference. The 35 Chickle football is an absolutely beautiful set. It's got what, 6 Hall of Famers in it, their first cards, and then the high number series is tough. You're talking about pops in the low 100s on those. Very tough to find. So, but 48 and up, you got 48 Leaf and 48 Bowman, which are beautiful,
Oh yeah, definitely,
right?
definitely, definitely. I love those. Mm, mm.
Big time rookies: Baugh, Luckman, Waterfield, Bednarik, Lujak, Nomalini. I mean, goes on and
Yeah,
on and on.
list goes on.
Yeah,
48 is a crazy year rookie wise.
yeah.
Like how many Hall of Fame rookies are in that set? Like 12, 12 or
There's a
15?
ton. And then
There's
there,
like
then you got the very.
there's a
I
lot.
totally forgot Bobby Lane. One of my guys.
Yeah, and
Um,
I mean, shoot, Steve Ben
Van Buren.
Buren, George McAfee. I
Yep.
mean, shoot, the Doak Walker. Like, I mean, it goes on
Yeah.
and on. Hall of Famers
Yeah.
wise. Yeah.
So that
So,
would going that route. There's nothing wrong with that because
yeah, oh yeah, true, true.
especially 48 Leaf. If you want to get really saucy with your collection, you start chasing the variations, and there are a ton. They're really printing flaws most of the time, but still, it's fun. We got new comment. Holy cow! Look at this. If I spent 20K, I'd only see that card when I went to the bank. Yeah, there's that too.
Yeah. See, like, I mean, I'm kind of different. I know a lot of guys who do that. I couldn't do that. I want to see like the cards. I have security. I have a security lock. I have, I mean, specific like the collectibles insurance and all that. But I mean, like I want to be able to grab my cars and look at them when I want. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah, and that
just
that you get to a point where security becomes a thing, right? And then it's a matter of personal preference. You want to secure it yourself or put it in a safe deposit box and not really
yeah,
worry about it. I mean, there each way works, There's
yeah,
Smith and
true.
Wesson, that's my method.
You're gonna shoot everybody or what?
That's
I
right. I got a
have,
bunch of ammo and 2
yeah,
hands.
I already have four other. Yeah, like what is that? The 1935 matchbook or
Yep.
whatever it is.
He's
I
got
actually have that one. Like the Bronco,
Yeah,
and
and
it
he's
was
got a
only
Dixie lid and a Dixie lid premium.
I think I got the matchbook Bronco for like 170. I mean, of course, it isn't like the card, but hey, he's I mean, he's represented in the collection. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, I think with Bronco, I might try to find something signed. I thought about a Dixie lid, but that one doesn't really do it for me. But something, especially if it was playing days, but shit, that might cost me 20 grand anyway. So
Yeah.
let's see what we got here. My cards look nicer as I get older and my eyes get worse. That is true. Corners get sharper, or no, maybe not.
Yeah.
Orlando says there are pre-war classic football cards. Yep, 100%. And matchbooks like we talked about. And then there's, the Dixie lids, the Dixie lid premiums. And I just did a video on, miscellaneous sets you can look at, that have
Oh yeah,
like
definitely,
free
definitely.
rookie cards in them. So Silber's Bakery Titto would be.
Oh, hey, you and I
You
wouldn't
gonna
be cool
fight for
no
that?
more. We'd have to put the boxing gloves on.
Have you ever seen one for sale? I've never seen one for sale.
Never.
Yeah, I've
Um,
seen a picture of it, but
and it looks so cool. It looks
yeah,
like a
doesn't it?
cool card. It's a
Yeah,
really cool card. But, I know 3 people who want it, and I think it would be a process of whoever saw it first.
yeah.
You'd have to tell the other 2, like, "Hey, bro, sorry."
Dude, it's gonna be like Kramer coming in and slamming his money down when he lost the bet.
Yeah, and I pray it doesn't go to auction because 'cause we're not gonna talk for that
Oh,
week,
we won't.
okay? We won't do a
Well,
podcast for 6 months after.
we might get shill bid. Anyway,
Well, yeah. So
what
what's
second or third
second?
year Nagurski would you add? Personally, I would the Dixie Lid Premium. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's oversized, but the artwork is fantastic. Um, and then there's the Dixie Lid. He's got a large and a small. Um, really, I don't want to say easy to get, but they're out there. Um, I did read because Sammy Baugh he's the other football player in that set. And I've
Mhm.
heard that Nagurski was printed 6 or 8 times more than Baugh was. So that's why you don't see Baugh very much. So for me, that's probably where I would go. If you like oversized items, Dixie Lid premiums are pretty cool. And then you have the Matchbox option that we were talking about earlier, right?
Yeah,
So,
a lot of
and he's
them.
got
Even
he's got
Sammy Baugh
variations,
has
several
some.
different ones.
Yeah, Sammy Baugh, has some. I have his 1939 and his 1941.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's actually, um and it is also smaller too, so,
Yep.
if you want something normal sized, you know?
Yep. But if you don't mind oversized, the premiums are pretty sweet. I've got my big cards
Well,
at the bank to pull some out for weeks at a time. That's one way to
yeah.
go too. So you're not going to the bank all the
Yeah,
time.
true. Yeah, true. I like looking at them. Honestly, like this, room, me personally, it's like a gallery. It's like you had like a Picasso and like a Van Gogh, and you're just looking at them. Like that's how I literally treat this. So it's like I said, like I gotta be able to look at my little Picassos when I want. You know what I mean?
Well, when we spend this much time looking at cards, buying cards, we're curating, right? Kind of like curating an art
Yes.
gallery. At
Hmm.
least that's how I look at it. Now that I've
Oh
stopped
yeah, she
doing
definitely,
player
definitely.
runs for everybody, I'm like picking and choosing what I want,
Exactly.
curating.
Exactly. I agree. I agree. Okay. Any
Oh
other?
shit! It's after 9. Did I lose? You know, I am still the high
You
bidder.
won? Really?
Yeah, we're
Okay.
in overtime now. We'll see what
There you
happens.
go. There you go. All right. Let's see. Any other questions?
Let's
Oh, that's
see.
it.
That's it so far.
Yeah. Okay.
People got quiet. We must have pissed everybody off.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but
So
I mean, shoot, overall, shoot, 2025 has really been a pretty good year for you too. Shoot, I mean, shoot, the Lou Gehrig is a big card. Like the DeLong,
that
that's a really
I
big card,
swear to
man.
you, that came out of nowhere. Like that wasn't. It's something I've always wanted,
Hmm.
but I wasn't expecting to make that purchase this year. Um, but Ash had it on his site, and I just reached out. I'm like, "What's the best you can do?" And we talked. I mean, it probably took 3 or 4 days to agree on a price, but I couldn't pass it up. I know I talked to you about it. You pulled up some VCP info for me, and I'm like, damn, that is a good price to just walk
Yeah,
away
man.
from. No fees, none of that crap, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, I
So
agree.
yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's one of those like we were talking about earlier. Having the ability to pounce on something when the opportunity presents itself on rare cards. I'm not talking about stuff you can get every day. I'm not talking about a
Yeah.
76 Walter Payton or anything like that. Stuff that doesn't come up very often, and you have an opportunity to get it at a price that's affordable to you, you feel comfortable with. That's the big thing. Um, Being able to be in the position to take advantage of it is it's pretty huge. And
Oh
I
yeah.
was fortunate enough to be there. But yeah,
Yep.
that was my biggest purchase. I'll probably do a video of like everybody does, their top 20 of 2025 or whatever, but
Shoot.
it's my buying has changed so much from the beginning of the year to now. It's like 2 different collections almost.
Yeah.
It's kinda gonna be kinda cool to go back and look at my purchase history. Maybe not actually, because there was a lot, but
Yeah. Yeah.
but what I was buying then and what I'm buying now, and
Yeah.
that's not to say I'm not bu I mean, I'm still buying, I'm
Lower
still
end.
showing off cards like this.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Yeah, I
finish
got you.
the Hall of Fame rookie cards up to 1970. I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna stop at 70 because I'm only 4 cards short, and most of my missing cards are from the '70s, and I can get those whenever. So,
Yeah.
like, I'm still missing a Walter Payton of all people. Like, that's like a kinda like a cornerstone card to have, but
Oh yeah,
there's
definitely, definitely.
literally 100 of them on eBay right now.
Yeah,
So,
I agree. Yeah.
oh, yep, Ash is great. Yeah, he worked with me on another card I bought recently that it was my 51 Landry that I picked up from him.
Yeah. I bought from Ash, I think 3 or like 4 times also.
I'm
Yeah.
thankful baseball never blew up in the UK. Not to be living on air.
Yeah, it's
Stupid question,
expensive.
but do you have to pay taxes on his site? I think
If you
it's a
do
flat
that,
price, right? Taxes are kinda
no.
baked in.
If you do it off of legacy, whatever it is, legacy.net, I believe
Yeah.
that you do.
Yep.
But if you hit them up, you can usually, try to negotiate and just work like a PayPal deal.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Usually.
Oh, cool. Orlando's doing his in a few weeks. Orlando, how
Yeah.
many are you gonna do? Like, I don't know how many to do, like 20, 10? I sure don't wanna do 50.
Hey, like honestly, like I've seen some people do top 100 and 100 is at like $1,000. I'm like, oh my gosh. I don't think mine would be that high.
Chris from Missouri, just thanks for joining, Chris. Just did his top 100.
Yeah.
So, how long did that take to did it take you forever to put that together? Like,
Yeah.
I'm off
I
for
mean,
most of
how do you do
December, so
that?
I'm gonna
How
have
do
the time.
you yeah, yeah, 100 cards.
I
eh,
except probably sold half of them,
Yeah.
so I don't really have them anymore. That's kinda where I'm at. Like, a lot of the cards I bought January through May, I've sold, to pick up some of these other ones, so I'll figure it out. Maybe the top
Yeah.
50 I still have. I don't know.
Yeah.
Top 50. Okay, 50 seems to be doable.
That
All
is
right, so you broke it up into 2. Okay.
50 at a time.
I haven't been
Yeah.
on YouTube very much, so
Yeah.
I'm
I'd
sick
probably
of
try to
hearing about
do
shill bidding, so I just stay off YouTube.
Yeah, I'd probably try to do 20 or like 25.
I could break it up into 2. I've got, a lot of the month of December off, so I'll have time. So,
Yeah.
we're not at
We should do a
2026 yet.
podcast.
What's that?
Hey, look. Hey, look. We should do a podcast, top 25 purchases for 2025. Are you down? You go
That wouldn't be a
25,
bad
25.
that wouldn't be a
Yeah.
bad live. That
Yeah,
wouldn't be
I
bad.
think so.
Keep it at
You
like
down or
20,
what?
25 like that. That wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
People can chime in. Like, that card's a POS.
Yeah. Let us know if we overpaid.
I don't know. We don't need to get into numbers.
Eh,
My
keeps it
wife watches
interesting.
this stuff, so
She watches them for real? I don't think my
no.
wife
And
watches this stuff.
honestly, man, she doesn't care. I
Yeah,
don't
I
do
mean,
anything shady or anything like that, so that's the beauty of
no,
it.
exactly. You just
Yeah.
have PayPal taking $12 out every day.
She does not like I'll get a phone call, like, from her at work. She'll call me, be like, "Was this PayPal withdrawal yours?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot about that one."
Oh god. Yeah, when it's at a certain limit, I'll usually say like, "Look, I wanna get this," and she'll be like, "Okay," and I'm like, "Hold on, though, I didn't tell you the price yet." And she's
That's
like, "Do I wanna know the price?" I'm like, "But I'll pay it off in time," and she's like, "I don't care. Do what you want."
yeah. It's basically
Yeah.
don't put it on credit. She don't care, unless it's, like, 0%. Those
Yeah,
PayPal
yeah,
12%, 0 or 12 months, 0%, those are great.
yeah, yeah. So, I say we plan it. I'm off when is it? December 17th through like the 28th, or something. So I say we do our top 25 of 25. Are you down?
Top 25 of 25, right? We just have to pick a date?
Yeah, I mean, whenever. I
Yeah,
mean, we could try to do that, closer, to the date.
yeah, maybe in between Christmas and New Year's or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd be down for that.
yeah, yeah. I'm down to do it, man.
Yeah, that'd be fun, actually. I gotta go
Yeah.
back through and see what I kept anyway. I mean, I got
Yeah,
a
like you got
a
to go
Google
through your
spreadsheet going, but
Yeah, like you gotta go back through eBay.
yeah, there's actually a plugin you can download for Chrome that will go into eBay and automatically download a spreadsheet of
I
your purchases.
I I don't know if I want to see that, man. I mean,
I
again,
had
I
to
was
for what I'm
selling
selling,
too.
I had to see how much I was making or losing on each sale because I lost some money on
Yeah.
some cars I sold. Um, but that's actually good for tax purposes. So you got kind
Yeah.
of want to be like even. I'll even be
Exactly.
a little under. I don't care. But
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
where did everybody go? We're down to 11 people. I thought it was my eyes. I thought I thought the one was blurry, but it's actually 11. Now we're 12. All right. Let's open it up to some questions. I'm in question answering mode now. I need to check
Okay.
my auction. It ends in 14 seconds
Okay.
unless somebody snipes me.
Yeah.
That'll be a big card actually.
Oh yeah. I
I
agree.
wasn't expecting it. It's one of those that kind of came out of nowhere. No questions. Do you have any
Yeah.
questions, Jason?
Questions? Not well. Yes. 2026. What is your plan?
My plan. Well, this is something I'm actually thinking about.
Hmm.
Um, Part of me wants to chase the Chickle set minus the Bronco,
Whole
but
set?
minus the
Whole set?
Nagurski.
Oh,
Yeah, because I
oh.
love it.
Okay.
But my issue with that is that's going to take me out of the running for some other things that I think I want more. So
Yeah.
as of right now, right this minute, I don't think that'll happen, but it's something I've thought about. I think going into 26, there are two big football cards I need. So those will be
Hmm.
behind the list, the Thorpe and
Okay.
the Bednarik.
Okay.
Um, and then it's going to be a shift to I, I want a 41 play ball DiMaggio. Um, I'd like an early Ruth, like a E122 or something like that.
Yep.
Um, Maybe I actually like his Butterfinger. It's a huge item though, and I don't know if I have the
Yeah.
Lefty Grove Butterfinger. It's really cool. It's just very big. But getting that and pairing it with a Gehrig has crossed my mind because they're still somewhat reasonable. Because let's face it, most people don't like oversized items. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, I mean those the Thorpe, the Bednarik, and a DiMaggio. That's going to be 2, 4. That's $6,000-7,000 right there, right? Without even that's
Yeah.
back
Easy.
to
Easy.
napkin math, but that's probably what it is. So
Yeah.
that'd be a big chunk of my year, probably.
Yeah.
Um, and then what do I do? I've got this Hall of Fame rookie card run done, just about. I've thought about selling off the most of the 60s and most of the late 50s and using those funds towards something
Yeah.
because the late 60s football and late 50s football is not hard to reacquire. I would keep the Fleer, I would keep the Philadelphias, keep the early Bowmans, but everything else I would sell. I keep the tall boys too because that set's amazing, but everything
Yeah.
else would be on the table and out. Um, I'd have to figure out what my target card would be if I did that. It would have to be something pretty big, but I
Yeah.
think I would have the funds in those cards to make it happen. So that's kind of where I'm at. Like I'm in a good spot with football, but I'd be willing to parse off some of the easier stuff from the 60s and 50s to make something bigger happen.
Yeah.
That's my probably a confusing answer, but that's kind of where I'm at. I've got 3 big cards I want, and after that, it's kind of like if I didn't expect to get a DeLong Gehrig this year, so something like that could always happen, right? Um, and then I haven't even touched on basketball or hockey, but I'd love a Bobby Orr rookie. I'm a Bruins fan. I'm a Celtics fan. I'd love to put a Celtics Hall of Fame run together, but I hate the Russell rookie's ugly and it's expensive. I don't love it.
Yeah.
So would I get his Fleer? Probably. Those are the kind of things that kind of have gone through my mind over the last few weeks as we wrap up 2025. So I'm
Yeah.
trying not to be all over the place, but I'm kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
What,
I got you.
what about you?
2026, honestly, is going to be the year of Ruth. I want two items. I want a I want a autograph and I want a card and I want a early Ruth. Like the Gaudis are cool, but I want a prime 1920s early Ruth. So honestly, I think 2026 hobby wise, that is it. I want to show up at shows and hang out uh, and just like socialize. I'll probably try to go to the national, but it'll probably be more, I mean, just for the experience. But yeah, Ruth. Ruth autographs is another item that I wish I tried to buy years ago. I was actually looking like earlier tonight, they are high. Like
Yeah,
they are like $16,000.
yeah,
So those are my goals, but again, $16,000 is a lot of money. I mean, shoot, the card is probably going to be about 6 to probably 8. That's kind of doable if you look at it like you buy that and then you're not going to buy anything else for like a long time.
yep,
But
yep,
like $16,000, oh, that's
yeah.
that's a,
Tough, man.
that's a lot of debt to have on PayPal. And I'm a guy that when I have a lot of like the PayPal debt, I get uncomfortable and I start
Yeah,
selling more aggressively. So like
same.
right now, I owe I think like 1,000 something dollars. So that's cool. I can pay that off anytime. I'm just like, but when you get up there and it's like 8, 7, like literally probably 2, well, was it 2 months ago? I was at 8,000. I bought some cool stuff. I sold a lot of stuff though, but if you ever want to like try to um make yourself a seller, buy some big stuff and accumulate a lot of debt. That's
Yeah,
one way. That is one way to make you look at your collection and be like, you know what? I don't need this.
it.
Like you'll start selling stuff that you never planned on selling because when you see that PayPal, you're like, man, I gotta pay this off. Like this is
Yep,
a lot.
I'm the
So
same way. I hate carrying anything. That's why I've got
yeah,
0 right now, except for a pay in. It was actually a pay in 24 that I did
yeah,
last year. That's it,
yeah.
and I'm cool. That's free money, 0 interest. So,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
anyone have a Joe Paterno rookie? I don't, but I'm pretty
No,
sure
I don't.
Justin does, doesn't he? Who was supposed to be on with us tonight? Doesn't he have? He just got a Paterno, I think.
I think he did.
I think he
I
did.
had I had the No Malini one, like the small ones.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, but
I think the Paterno's a
honest,
felt back, right?
yeah, yeah. But I mean, I sold like the No Malini. I mean, I liked it, but I wasn't loving it with
Willard's
chocolate roof.
Chocolate Ruth is on Chris's
Yeah,
list. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm probably
But
more in the 29 cash in arena at this moment.
see,
Oversized, it's almost like an exhibit. It's probably a little bigger than an exhibit.
see, I want his E121 or 122. It's the
Yeah.
what's it called? It's called the Montage. I
Yeah. Oh,
love
that's
that car. That's a sweet card, but that one
I think
is
there's one on eBay right
pricey.
now for like 9 grand.
Yeah. Even in a one, you're looking
Yeah.
at probably almost eight. Yeah, I love that one. Do you think there's always going to be something to chase? Eh,
Yeah. I
yeah,
think
probably so.
well, this is just me personally. I think for me, there's always going to be something because I'll think of something like you brought up a Ruth auto, and I'm thinking, shit, I forgot about. I want a Gehrig auto, like
Yeah, his
something
stuff
to
is
chase, and
rare.
there's not a lot of Gehrig autos out there. So yeah,
Yeah.
I
Oh
think
yeah.
it depends on who you are, though. I guess right. If you're one of those people, I mean, there are people who finish a task and that's it. They're done. They lock it away and that's it.
See,
Um,
like, I gotta say something. I think that I learned that I love the journey more than I love the destination because I've set goals and I've hit those goals, and I should be like, okay, I'm done. Let me just walk away. And it's like, I rather chase. You know what I mean? And there's always something higher and higher and higher. So I think as a collector, I think you slowly evolve into, something else. I know I have. When I got back in 2015, I was buying raw VG everything and just really cheap stuff. And then it's like you slowly learn, grow,
yeah,
and yeah, so like I
your
said,
preferences for what you want change though, right? Because you in
yeah,
2015 you're
because
buying VG cards, and then you might change like I want well centered cards and not off center cards with sharp corners. Like we hear that all the time, right? Um,
yeah,
and then you brought up another point about there's always something higher. There was a
yeah,
time, we can probably all attest to this, but there are times in our lives where like there's no way I'm ever going to have that card. It's too expensive. And then you reach a level to where it's within reach. And I think we keep leveling up, a lot of us. We're
yeah,
we're selling to level up. We're making more money at our jobs to level up. We're trading to level up. In that regard, there's always going to be something to chase as long as there's a way to level up.
oh yeah, yeah, I agree. Yeah,
That's what
that's what I did in 20. Yeah, oh yeah,
pre-war
yeah.
baseball and football. See, Orlando's buying all the Chickles and Thorpes. Oh, there
Oh
you
man.
go.
Yeah, see, you should sell it to me. Sell it to me for a discount too. 2015 prices.
What were they in 2015?
Oh man, shoot, the Gaudis were like $1,000. Yeah. So, and those honestly, as crazy as it sounds, is probably more expensive than like the caramels. So if those actually, I can tell you this about. ooh, 2021, there is a caramel roof that he's holding like a bird, and it's a
Yeah,
weird card. It's a weird card. I could have bought it in 2021 for like $800. And I remember I kind of thought about it, but I was like, it's a weird card. That
yeah.
card today is like three, four, $5,000.
It's the cheap one, I believe, of that.
It is, but the cheap one is now three to
Yeah.
$5,000. So that shows you. So the montage was probably maybe 1,000, maybe in 2021. In 2015, everything was cheap. When I got in, everything was pretty cheap, even
Yeah.
Cobb's. I was buying shoot the T206 Raw Hall of Famers for like $40. Like just it was it was very, very, very cheap at that time. Very cheap. So yeah.
2015 was so long ago, though.
Yeah. Only sell to get to Nagurski. Yeah.
See, there's an example of leveling up right there. You put a few
Yeah.
cards like that together to get the funds to get a big boy card. Not that the my, not that that Ruth isn't a big boy card, but
Oh
you know what I
yeah.
mean. That's a big level up. What's the pop? Does anybody know the pop on that Ruth?
Montage?
Yeah,
I think there's 2 versions. I think there's the E121 and also the E122, I believe. Most of, like, the chocolates and, like, the caramels have, like, the different backs.
yeah,
I haven't researched it hardcore. Me personally, I don't even care. I'll take whichever one I can get at the best, price, but
yeah. I'm just curious
yeah.
to how it compares to the Nagurski like supply.
I I think there's more roofs. I mean, like the sport as a whole was very popular. So
Yes,
I
yeah.
think, yeah, and he was Ruth. Everybody knows him. You know what I mean? So, speculating, I would say there's at least probably two to probably 300. I would hope.
No, I think yeah, I mean Ruth was everything back then, right? Because
Oh
I think on the
yeah.
back of the Tharps, you know,
Hmm.
all the Tharps cards, like you can trade in a Babe Ruth and get a free ice cream. He's like the only guy that you
Yeah.
can like, trade that in and get a free ice cream bar or whatever it was, which
Yes.
that's saying something, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, Nagurski, honestly, as I mean, how can I put this? I think Nagurski is popular, but I think only to a certain extent. I think a lot of people don't really know him like I'm like a Jim Thorpe or a Otto Graham. I mean,
It's
what do
fair.
you think?
I think it's fair. I think people would know who the Galloping Ghost is, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I think people know who Sammy Baugh is more
yeah.
so than I'm talking like generally speaking, if you were to poll
Yeah, 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 yeah.
100 random people,
Y-
more people would know those guys
Yeah, I think
than
so
Bronco
too.
Nagurski. It's not to take anything away from it. It's just,
Oh no, he was a legend.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
again, it's just the gap, and I think baseball kind of has it too. I guess with the Wagner being so far ahead of everybody else, it's the supply and demand thing, right?
yeah.
There's a finite number of Honus Wagners, very finite number of Honus Wagners out there,
I will
and
say, but look, I will say this too. You used to be able to buy Honus Wagners. Obviously, not the T206, but you could have got the other cards, like the
Yeah.
caramel type stuff. His prices spiked or started spiking probably 2, 3 years ago. Prior to that, his stuff wasn't really expensive, and he has some nice stuff. Same thing like about the Joe Jacksons. His stuff wasn't
Yeah.
ever cheap, but like his 1919 strip card used to be cheap. Now it's thousands of dollars. Used to be pretty cheap.
Isn't his
So
play ball card like way up there now too?
that's probably a 12, probably $1,200.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, like his stuff has ran up a lot. So yeah, I
So
mean recently, uh I mean certain stuff ran up a lot.
so social media influenced the price run ups? Think
And you
there's
know
some of
what?
that? I personally
I
do.
I think also, I think as certain cards are out of reach, it's like, what else is there? So like, I mean,
That's for
obviously,
sure true. Yeah.
obviously, shoot the T206 Honus Wagner. There's a handful of people on planet Earth who can actually own one, right? And it's such an iconic name and just lore that it's like even if you have one of like his I mean like the caramels, it's like I own a Honus Wagner. So like even like a person that
Just
isn't
nailed it.
even, yeah, so like a person who isn't even into cards has heard of the Honus Wagner. So if you say you have a Honus Wagner, I mean, it's you know what I mean? It's a big
Yep.
deal.
Yeah.
And then and also shoot Joe Jackson, I think he's gotten really uh, uh like more love. I mean, he was a legend and just like that story too. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, he's got lore attached to him, there's
y-
probably gonna be a Hall of Famer now, right? I
yeah.
mean, that's a Manfred is really just he's a piece of work, but that's a story for another video. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's so much, I'm gonna use the word again, helium in the pre-war baseball area of the hobby. It's
Mhm.
crazy. Everybody's in it. Everybody's having fun, buying cool stuff. Why wouldn't prices go up? I mean, there's a lot of demand there, and
Oh yeah.
there's a there's a lot of variety. That's what baseball has over football. They've got the variety. Football, you're
Yeah.
stuck with Sport Kings and Chickle and matchbooks and a couple
Yeah.
Dixie lids. That's
Pretty
it.
much. Yeah, pretty much.
1926 champions, I think, right?
Yeah, but those don't ever pop up. I know
No,
there's some
Grange has one though.
it's a Red Grange, I think Ernie Nevers.
Nevers has one. Yep. There's another
Um
guy.
um I can't think of his name. He's in like the Chickle. The what's his what's his name? Yeah, like there's I think 3 or 4 guys. But those don't ever show up ever.
What's up, Jason? Welcome in. Again, hope you all had a good Thanksgiving. How long? Wow, we've been on for a while, man. We can just keep talking.
Yeah, it's already
Good
been
thing I
like
live a
a
boring life and have nowhere to be.
yeah,
George Wilson.
you've got the
Yeah,
mm,
well,
mm, yeah,
yeah,
like those used to be cheap too. Like those were like $100 to $200. Now they're expensive. Spalding too,
yep,
but those are rare too. Like I said,
yeah.
like that stuff never shows up. Never
So the
shows
cool
up.
thing about Leaf, because I know there's some vintage baseball people in here.
Hmm.
Leaf baseball, there's confusion over 48 or 49 or whatever. There's that big debate.
I believe
Football,
it.
it's 1948 and 1949. There's
Yeah,
no dispute. The
I believe
48
that the
Bobby Lane
baseball.
is a 48. What's that?
I believe that the baseball is actually, I mean, confirmed that it was 49, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Yeah, I think
So,
so now.
but PSA designates it as a rookie card anyway. With
Yeah,
Stan Musial, Warren Spahn, guys like that. But gorgeous
yeah.
cards, doesn't really
Oh
matter.
yeah, he was a big barnstormer. Agree. Who was
Yeah, who are we referring to?
uh was it that guy George Wilson
Wilson?
or yeah, I haven't heard of him.
You're right.
So,
Well, my wife gets bored pretty fast, Jason.
eh, yeah,
But I agree with you.
it
Surprised
surprises
me
me
how
how
little
little
football players are known back in the 50s and before. I think the low pop cards don't exist. There,
nothing.
you're not wrong. There's not a lot of it out there. There are collectors out there who collect only raw. I mentioned recently in a video I did about the Dixie lids, how there's a low pop count, but there's a collector out there who's got a stack of Nagurskis that aren't graded. So you kind of have to take the pop count and double it, is kind of like a good rule of thumb for how much is really out there to account for the ungraded stuff. Um, and back then, before the 50s, college football was kind of the thing. It wasn't really pro football, right? So it wasn't until I think it was the 60s that pro football kind of caught up to baseball in terms of popularity. But before that, football had a really bad image. There was some nasty stuff going down on the field. Let's just put it that way. Like, uh, definitely a different game back then than now. Uh, you got players missing weeks, if not months, because they have turf toe. Like, come on, man. Didn't
Yeah,
Ronnie
it's kind
Lott
of
like
different.
cut his toe off or something?
No, he cut his pinky
Or his
off.
pinky, yeah.
Yeah, he cut his pinky off so he could go back into the game.
Yeah, Jason says it's 49 for baseball.
Y- Yeah,
Yep.
football.
Football, yeah.
Yeah,
George Wilson, okay.
yeah. I never heard of him. Wilson was all American. Ah, I
Yeah,
got you.
the
Okay.
East Coast bias was alive and well back then.
Yeah.
Diamond Matchbooks also has a Bronco. Yep, we talked about
Ye-
that
ye-
earlier, Jason.
ye-
And the
Yeah.
Dixie Lid premiums are beautiful,
Yeah.
albeit oversized, but I don't care. They're nice.
My uncle had their season
Season
tickets.
tickets.
Oh wow.
So Jeff's card journey. Thanks for joining us. Do you still have those cards? Curious. But yeah, the Bears playing at Wrigley in the 40s. That would have been fun going to a game there.
Yeah.
Dixie Lid premiums. Yeah, those are awesome. Problem is now if you buy them raw and you want to grade them, it costs like what, $80 to slab the thing? Something stupid.
Really? 80.
Yeah. Yeah, the PSA slab prices for those, I might be embellishing a bit, but it's absurd, not to mention their turnaround time, but we won't get into that. This is a card show. I think the one thing we know about the Leaf Factors, they never that's a
Of
fact.
course.
I did a deep dive on Leaf, and there's rumors that they put printing apprentices on that set because they didn't care. So you had a
Mm.
bunch of people who didn't know what they were doing working that set, and that's why there's so many, they call them variations. Most of it's really printing defects. But yeah, quality control on that set is pretty buns. Yeah, what the heck's
There's
going on in Chicago?
yeah, shoot, they're playing good,
Yeah,
really good. My cousin has them in a tournament,
it's time to give your cousin a call. Wish your cousin a
right?
hear how their Thanksgiving was.
Touch base.
No need to grade
No need.
them. No, dude, you don't need to grade those things. They're beautiful ungraded. Just saying, if somebody wanted to, it's no, they're I highly even if they're altered, off trimmed, whatever, they're beautiful items. I think it's
Yeah.
the Baugh is really nice, and then in baseball, Bob Feller has a really nice one too. I'm thinking about picking up a Baugh premium because I don't have it yet. And
Okay.
Baugh's
How
kind of
much
one of
are
my
those?
what's that?
I mean, what are like the prices? Have
Couple
you
hundred
checked
bucks Baugh.
recently?
They're pretty
Yeah.
cheap. Cheap. Um,
Yeah. Cheaper, cheaper.
I
That's
think
the
I think
correct term.
Baugh's I think Sammy Baugh is way undervalued, but
Oh yeah, shoot,
I don't
definitely,
care.
definitely.
I'll keep buying them.
Yeah, I agree. There
Yep.
are a few.
Yeah, I'm watching those too, Jason. Just
Well,
haven't pulled the
half
trigger
of
yet.
them, half of them just sold.
Yeah,
Uh, Either that or the prices just went up.
they're Jason's.
No, I don't have any of those. Uncle and Feather, the pricey ones. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the Feller one's
Okay.
pretty cool. Uh,
Yeah.
Feller, that's another. You mentioned 2026.
Uh-huh.
We're talking about 2026 goals, or not goals, but what we're gonna do. Bob Feller is one of those guys that he's kind of on my list. I'm a big fan of buying pitchers. There's just,
Yeah.
I mean, I can stretch my dollar more with pitchers than I can sluggers. And Feller's 38 Gaudi is pretty dope. I like it a lot. It's a lot
Yeah.
better than the DiMaggio. The DiMaggio is just weird looking to me, but the Feller looks pretty cool. So that's like one of those things that could pop up one day.
Yeah. I just picked a 1950 Bob Feather. Less than 200
Yeah,
bucks.
Bob Feller's super affordable. Warren Spahn's another one.
Mm.
It's a bunch of pitchers. Whitey Ford. I've got a beautiful Whitey Ford rookie that card number one of the set, and it's got that problem with the print line going across it and centering issues, and mine's just gorgeous. I That's an example of where I paid up. Like you don't see them like that very often. So I hit the bin on that. Like, yeah, I'll take that. Feller is a great 39 Gaudi. I just picked it up and
Mm.
yeah, Jason, I haven't been on YouTube very much. Just I'm sick of shill bid talk, and that's all that's in my feed. So I'll check it out. Gaudi
Yeah.
premiums are pretty cool. You didn't you
Yeah.
get? I think you got another one of those, right? A lefty? No, you got a Lefty Grove Wheaties. Maybe it was. Those are cool too.
Who? Me
No,
or?
everyday car collector, Jason.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything you
So
look
anything.
for on eBay? I like finding buyers. Yes, I do the same thing. Yep.
Modern,
If
only a
they
few vintage.
they're a modern seller and they've got some vintage on there with a make best offer, you better believe I'm making a my best offer on that because
No,
they don't care about vintage.
I think that the go-to is when you find like a seller selling something like a really good card, and then everything else is like shoes and
Yeah.
jackets and
Yep.
cups and plates. Those are the guys you want to find. Those guys are
Yep.
just motivated to try to get rid of it quick and probably don't really care. Anybody who's selling cards usually knows what they have, but if you can try to find somebody who just has one card and everything else is just like random stuff, those are the winners.
That's a great point because I did that this year, and I'm gonna have to find out what card it was because I remember that they were like selling a raincoat,
Randoms,
kid shoes, and
randomness.
they had a
Love it.
card there that I needed. Like, oh, all right.
Love it. Yeah, love those.
Color mystery. Yep. Yep. 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I knew you had. Okay. I did see that. Those Wheaties panels are pretty neat.
Oh yeah. That was awesome.
I had one and I traded it for, gosh, I traded that for I picked up a PSA 4 57 Unitas and the Dick Buckus rookie from a dealer. And I think I added like $120 cash. But it's an awesome card. I hated to part with it, but mine was really off center, which a lot of them are, and it had a really gnarly stain that I couldn't unsee on the front of it. So, and the last time I was at the show, he still had it. So I'm going to try to get it back in December, cheaper. That's my goal. 'Cause it's a cool card. It's tough too. Card number one. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm a Lefty Grove guy, obviously.
Yeah.
Second best pitcher of all time. I'll die on that hill too. And yeah, it's hard to find. They're pretty tough to find and they're expensive. People know what they have with that one.
Yeah.
Yep, it's card number one, and there are variations of it too. But that if you're a
Okay.
master set builder, that would be I don't know if that would be fun at all, honestly. It's kinda like being a master set builder for Leaf football. I wouldn't wanna do that
Yeah.
because there's so much out there of, like, printing variations and whatnot.
Agreed. I recently picked up a Sport Kings Rockney.
Yeah, that he brings up a good point that targeting sellers with really bad scans, that's a that's a good one too, especially I don't get it, like, it's a new slab and they give you, like, the photos, like, they're out there. And yet they wanna be all artistic and take their own, photos of cards with the
Selfies.
trees in the background and a glass of wine off to the left,
Hey.
stogie in front of it.
Artistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just just use PSA or SGC's photos. CSG takes good ones too. Yeah, Jason, I have the 34 lefty Butterfinger. I love that. The image of that is so cool. They're big, but the images are great. And we were talking earlier. I've kicked around the idea of adding the Gehrig and the Ruth to that, but we'll see. We'll see where 2026 goes. 2025 has been a whirlwind in terms of the pivoting I did halfway through it. So
Yeah. You did good though.
I
I
think
think so
so.
personally. Yeah. You seem happier. You know what I mean?
It's
I think so personally.
it's less of me feeling like I have to complete something When you're doing
Yeah,
player runs, it's like, I got to complete this. I got to complete this.
yeah,
And then when you're done, it's like, all right. And then half of them are sitting in a box and you never look at them.
exactly,
So
exactly. I
what's
agree.
the point of that? That's kind of where I got. And I think I nipped it in the butt just in time. It was just beginning to morph into something that I was going to lose control of, and I stopped it. So that's probably why I'm happy. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
I,
because
yeah,
otherwise you would have had what I did, and it was like 1,400 slabs and tons of stuff. So yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
like I was trying to put the George Blander run together, and it's just like, son of a
He has a
bitch, he
lot of
has like
cards.
19 cards.
He has a lot. He played a long time, long
Cool
time.
player. The story is great and all that, but
Yeah,
I've got a 1976 record breaker George Blanda card. That's who the hell wants that? You know,
not a lot of people.
which
Yeah.
Garrick are you going after, card collector? Which one's on the top of your list? I'm curious. A lack of
My
attention span
le-
allows me to collect what I like. Yep, that does work.
yeah.
You ever wake up in the morning and you're like laying there? I don't know. I do this every now and then. It's like I should buy a Garrick autograph. Like something out of nowhere. Like I haven't thought about it in weeks or months, and that's all I search for that day is Garrick stuff.
Yeah, but it's kind of demoralizing when you see how much the prices are.
Yeah,
And then you're like, okay, let's pivot to something at that price.
yeah. You stop
That's
building sets. Yeah,
yeah,
it.
yeah, I did that too. I did that years ago, San Francisco cards. And I was buying players who played one season who I really, really didn't care about. So yeah,
Yeah, I
I
get
get
that.
that.
And runs. Yep.
Yeah,
I. It was a cool
yeah.
idea at first,
Sounded cool.
and the only run I still have, I've got. Wonder if I won that. I got to relog in. I've still got all of my YA titles, but if I won this title tonight, I'm selling all of them except for the rookie to help pay
See,
for it.
yeah,
Right?
see, like,
Have the
yeah,
rookie and
I
have
did
the
that.
bazooka, and
Yeah,
that's it.
I did that.
Did
Yeah,
you?
I did that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I sold a lot. Like I said, I have only 200 and 66 slabs across all sports. So yeah, yeah.
Are there any
I
you're
need to
looking to
get going
sell
too.
next year?
Who? Me?
Yeah.
No, honestly, I think I'm pretty much happy with where I am. And just like I said, 2026 is just two items I really want. Obviously, like the card is a pretty sure thing. The autograph is a we'll see because I might have to try to scale smaller if I'm trying to spend stupid money on a autograph, and I'm not sure if I want to do that.
That's
I
fair.
like how it is now, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But so I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Y- y- yeah. I need to get going though.
Yeah, we're
But
gonna
like I said, 25 of 25. Let's do it. I think yes, like it'll be kind of cool to see some of the big purchases and you know what I mean? Oh, we'll try to do that.
yeah, I'll have time to do it for sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we've been on for
Yeah,
2
I'm off
hours,
also.
man.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Well, thanks for
Yeah.
everybody for,
Okay.
hopping in tonight. I know it's a holiday
Yeah,
weekend
I
for everybody,
appreciate it.
so we appreciate it, and,
Y-
we're gonna
Yeah,
end
we had a
this
good time.
Yeah, it was a great time. Talked about a lot.
Yeah. Yep. All right, you guys.
All right,
Yep.
take care, everybody.
Yep.
See ya.